Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole... For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Knocked out. And for a full year, the Longhorns have had to think about how they just got blown back down I-35 in that game last year, David.
And heard it from their coaches all week long about the beatdown. They talk about how much they got beat by, how they didn't play well, what they're going to do to them again, Jesse. They've heard it plenty.
Well, they've been waiting all year to try and resurrect those demons, guys. But that's the great thing about rivalry games. You're always going to get another opportunity the next year. So I can't wait to see how Texas responds in this one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like our gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Shows him the stiff arm. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Moving out to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. And that is their Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback who is down this late in the season. So many hopes riding on him. We'll have Holly check on his status. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide left, it's Smothers. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Left side, it's McIntyre. Quick step and go. Ernie on the Jets. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Turner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Found enough room. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Jackson will throw. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Snap in the shotgun. Between the hashes, it's Hudson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Backs got it on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Longhorns! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Straight ahead, it's carry on. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Avant. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Throws for the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. How about... This drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
He lets one fly deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of hog meat win. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Stepping to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get...
He's got it! Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Arch is going to throw for it. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to pass. The short hands, it's McIntyre. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll need a bunch on second down. The play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships, and now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to...
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Motion from the back. Manning flips it out in the flat. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Manning with a play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Manning from the gun on third down. The throw. Right side, it's Coleman. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Look out! And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. He's changing the play. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 23 team, the Illinois Fighting Illini.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Out wide right, it's McIntyre.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Powers inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Play action on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Coleman's got it on the right side. Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Lockett. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. To the air, it's Bentley. Under pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's wideouts, no backs. Throwing Manning. Rushes on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
Number 19, set to kick this one.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Break. Ready. Flag 38. Flag 38. Running inside, it's Smothers. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Carrion. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Throwing on the run. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline. Off play action on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second and long here. Jackson will throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Left side is Coleman. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Manning to the air again. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And they won't be able to connect downfield looking for a big-time play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Jackson gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Out wide left, it's Coleman. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. But a little time, lets it go. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Out wide right, it's Coleman. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. RPO complete to open the drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right side, it's Carrion. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quick give. It's Walker. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Trying to take it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Texas offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Changing the routes with his receivers. Jackson will throw. Left side is Coleman. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. He's looking to throw. Still looking to his right. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas. Fit it in the window for the score.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on them, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sets his feet. It's Bentley. He wants to go deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. That they keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him. continues to be successful.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Hits inside, it's Walker. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Walker. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Complete, left side, Coleman. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
A good start by this offense, something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Going right back to Coleman. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this. Making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Drops back on 1st down. He's going to let it go. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Bentley. Slings it downfield. Makes the catch, it's Carrion. Flying down the left left side. Inside. He is in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. On the left side, here's Coleman. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. New set of downs after the completion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. On the move. Takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where, can you be clutch? Can you come up big?
He wants to go deep. Makes a deep grab. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first. Hauls it in. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Walker. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Third and long right here. Right back to it. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.